Like all the crab in the Alaska snow crab family, the Bairdi crab is packed with omega-3s, vitamins, and lots of nutrients. I love working with Bairdi crab because it's extremely sweet and delicate. Now this Bairdi crab comes from sustainable wild capture fisheries. Although it might not have the fame of the king crab, it's actually known as the crab fisherman's crab. It's so delicate, so sweet, it's the crab that the fishermen want to eat.
So I've got a couple of pieces of sablefish here. I like cutting my sablefish on a bias because it really helps with it shrinking down when you cook it. So when it hits that heat, it doesn't just come down into a really small piece. It keeps its shape really nicely. It has a lovely muscle structure, a lovely sort of mouthfeel when you're eating it. Very, very moist. It's a very tender fish. It has a high oil content to it, so it's really tough to overcook it. Stands up to a lot of different cooking techniques, whether you want to roast it, saute it. It's frozen a couple of hours after catch, and I think the texture on it is absolutely delicious throughout.
A couple of things that I really love about this salmon as well is that it's caught in icy waters, it's super sustainable, and there's so many interesting facts when it comes to Alaska as a state. The fact that they have written laws in their constitution for fishery protection, and that all of their salmon has to be wild caught. 90 to 95% of United States wild salmon comes from Alaska. So Alaska is at the forefront when it comes to really nice, sustainable wild salmon.
It's really important to me that the seafood that I use is sustainable and of highest quality. And this Alaska sole meets all of those requirements for me. It's caught by people that really care about the freshness and sustainability of the fish in the ice cold waters of Alaska. And you'll taste it.
This fish is actually frozen at sea, which is incredible because it's really the best way to get the freshest possible fish. I think freezing things is a really overlooked way of preserving. But because it's frozen at sea, it's really like you're eating it fresh caught.
Working with Alaska Seafood is such a joy because they uphold all of the standards that are so important to me in ingredients and cooking.